All right, Rick. Good afternoon now.
Okay,
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you today?
Good. All right. So we did chat a little bit before this call. Like I said, just kind of want to go through and talk about some of this experience that you have. You've done a wide range of things. So talk to me a little bit again right now about what you're currently doing.
Currently, what I'm doing project management, project coordination, warehouse management, construction and installation of signs and structures currently right now. So there's a lot of construction, a lot of organization involved. So again, basically, I deal with the projects from start to finish. So I deal with the clients. I make sure that everything is received accordingly. It's gone through, it's cataloged, it's inventoried in our warehouse, and then from there on out, I schedule what needs to be facilitated in order to do the install. So for example, if we're doing a monument or a pylon, I have to make sure that I coordinate either digging, augering, or hydrovac. And then I make sure that the inspections are scheduled with either the county, the city, or whoever it needs to be. Then afterwards, we go in with the concrete, we set the poles, the pipes, do whatever we need to do. And then depending on the application, I go up there and I do whatever welding needs to be in order to do the mounting properly. And then depending on the signage that goes on the wall, a lot of our customers, we're currently doing a bunch of Whataburgers in St. Augustine and in Jacksonville. We just got done doing a bunch of medical places also. Just got done doing a big Aldi signage in Orlando. So that's currently a lot of what I do. So I basically wear a lot of hats, and I'm responsible for everything that happens with the job. So again, from start to finish, I deal with the clients, with the vendors, with the inspectors, with the city officials, and all that stuff. Now, to take a step back, previously in my other role, when I was the operations manager for Outfront Media, basically that I was responsible for all of the inventory, making sure everything was safe, making sure everything was OSHA compliant, that I had safety cables on all of my structures. I was responsible for the installation of new billboards, static and digital, primarily digital. So during my almost 5 years there, I put up 7 structures with 13 digital faces and 1 static face. So with that process, again, I had to work with my vendors to make sure that not only did the structure get fabricated correctly the way I wanted it fabricated, but then also I dealt with the installation. So again, having to put a pipe in the ground about 50, 60 feet up in Jacksonville, that took a little bit. One situation we had was actually my first install when I got there in about, I think it was June, July of 2017. Someone did not do the soil sampling correctly. They did it about 20, 25 feet from where the structure was supposed to go. And then when we started digging, we hit a boulder. So that created an entire ordeal to where basically we had to use dynamite to basically explode the boulder, so we were able to complete the installation. But again, everything was done on time, on task, and in terms of that, that was that aspect of it. But also, I was also responsible for making sure not only were the digitals kept in proper functional order, the maintenance, changing out if we had storms, hurricanes. So I'm also pretty good at disaster relief. So when you got hurricanes coming, trust me, I had to drop a lot of billboard faces just to make sure that we didn't lose our billboards. Let's see what else. And then also making sure the most important thing, that copy changes were done. So I would receive the vinyls, allocate them to my direct reports. And then while they were out, of course, I did safety checks on them with cameras, making sure everybody was tied off, was doing everything that they were supposed to do, that everything was safe, and just basically maintaining my market. So my market basically stretched from Florida Georgia border all the way down to Flagler, then from the East Coast all the way down to Gainesville. So every single billboard that has out front on it up in that area was my responsibility. So that's what I did. And then in my previous role, which was still in billboards, was with Clear Channel, iHeartMedia. With them, I was living in Illinois, and there I was responsible. I was the plant manager, so I was responsible for all of the fabrication for all the billboards for Clear Channel for the entire country. So there, that's basically where I learned a lot of project management, a lot of budgeting. Um, Also working with vendors, making sure that I had proper resources in terms of my steel, all my raw materials, everything that went into it. I had a team of 15 guys, including welders, truck drivers, all that kind of stuff. So we pretty much ran a really good show with that in terms of that. And that kind of takes us back to right around 2013, 2014. And then previously to that, I worked at Meyer Tool and Machine, and then that's where I did a lot of welding for the scientific community. So a lot of stuff for MIT, a lot of the universities, a lot of government work. Yeah. So that takes us back well over a decade.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And yeah, I mean, and even before that, you were the press room lead. So, I know that you've definitely have quite a range there. And you said with welding, you've been on the aerospace side, the pressure vessels and things like that. So,
Yes,
um,
correct.
okay, cool. So, moving into your next position, what is important to you? What are you looking for?
Home work life balance is first and foremost. Now I understand that in any leadership position, I get it. 50, 55 hours, that goes without question. No, no questions asked about that. However, if it's going to be something that's going to start crossing over regularly, then I'm going to have to say no. That's first and foremost. Because again, I'm happy in my life right now at home, and I just need to find an organization where I could really uh, better them with my skills and really add a lot of value to them based on my experience and everything I've done. So that's kind of what I'm looking for first and foremost. And of course, I'd say that thereafter comes pay and benefits.
Okay, perfect.